no.
Alright guys, cool crazy chaos coming at you from the land of the dreams, US 129. Just headed on my way to Deals Gap Resort to ride the Dragon. It's a little bit of a stretch from the Microtel Hotel, so I figured I'd take the opportunity to give you guys a blow. Oh yeah. So today what I want to talk to you guys about while you're enjoying this beautiful scenery is going to be cornering. And it's really hard to discuss this while I'm riding real twisty roads, so I'm going to do it here because on this road here it's not so aggressive, so I can kind of talk to you about it, give you some examples. So what I want to talk to you guys about was cornering and how to counter steer into the turn, how to feel comfortable on your bike in corners, etc., so on and so forth. So the first thing I want to actually begin with is going to be weight distribution. Okay, what falls under this category as well would also be body positioning, so I'll be covering that. So essentially when you're riding some type of a twisty road, there's usually three things that someone will do. They'll either stay static with the bike, they will lean off the bike, or they will ride crossed, which is very wrong, very dangerous, and I'll explain why. So when you're riding static, it's actually not so bad. A lot of guys on cruisers tend to do this. It's fairly common. And what they do is they lean with the bike. The bike leans a little bit, they lean a little bit, so on and so forth. So, right now I'm pretty static. I usually ride static when I'm not riding aggressively, when I'm riding on the road, etc. So, I'm going to say etc. a lot. If you guys need me to expand on anything, I will. Just ask. But the proper way to be riding is going to be leaning off your bike. So what happens is I do this, right? I shift my right ass cheek off the seat, my head's down by the mirror, I'm lowering the center of gravity, I'm weighting the right peg, and by doing that, you're helping traction. You're putting the weight where it needs to be in the tire. It's going to feel planted, it's going to feel more stable, it's going to give you more confidence. Put your knee out a little bit. You don't want to drag knee. You're just putting your leg out. By putting your leg out, your leg weighs quite a bit, right? I'm about 160 pounds, so my leg, I would say, weighs at least 10 pounds. So take a 10-pound bowling ball at your head and maybe your leg and throw that off the side. It's going to put the weight off, and the bike's just going to want to lean, even without you counter steering. Counter steering is when you push left, the bike goes left. Push right, the bike goes right. Okay? So, with that said, counter steering is usually used to initiate your turn. It's not used to stabilize. You can use counter steering to kind of make adjustments as you need to when you're in a corner, but technically you use it to kind of initiate the turn once maintaining that lean as your weight off of the bike. So those are some great tips in cornering. If you follow all those rules, you're going to be okay. I should have passed this guy. Oh well. So, with that said, with weight distribution, that's one key factor. Counter steering to initiate the turn. Those are all things you want to do. You want to move around on the bike. It really helps stabilize traction, gets you where you need to go. Something else you're going to want to concentrate on when you're riding and when you're riding twisty roads is going to be your entrance point, your apex, and your exit. Okay, so what happens with that is your entry point is usually, you're going to go straight, in the far, if I'm making a left, far right, you're going to go straight as long as you can, you look in through the turn, and then you dip in. And the apex is going to be that center point. You want to keep your line as straight as possible. So that's going to be a proper line, and it's going to help you with taking your corners. Generally, you want to do all your braking before the turn. But sometimes when you're riding aggressively, like Mr. Rossi and Jorge Lorenzo, Danny Petroza in the track, you're essentially on the brakes or you're on the gas or you're on the throttle. That's pretty much what it is. And when you do that, you're really testing the suspension, you're really testing traction, and the potential of something going wrong is there. I'm not going to say if you use your brake in corners, you're going to go down. Absolutely not. I do it on the Dragon all the time. A lot of the guys do. And I would say that I'm a moderate paced rider. I'm not crazy. You know, I got little bit of chicken strips because that's my safety. If I feel like something's gonna go down, if I need to lean the bike because I've hit a double apex turn, I have that wiggle room. Just in case I hit something I'm not expecting, I have that extra little bit. So you guys just want to make sure you're riding safe, you're riding these corners well within your comfort zone. You never want to be with people that are pushing you outside of that. If you're riding, you know, you definitely want to test your limits a little bit, that's how you learn. But you definitely don't want to be put way outside your comfort zone because that's just not cool, guys. If you ride with people like that, whatever. If that's what you want, whatevs. But you want to just be easy, guys. You want to ride safe. So I hope that's helpful. It's starting to rain now. Damn, putting a damper on my parade. So that's it for me. I'm going to zip up here. Everybody ride safe, take it easy, and I'm checking out on this one. It's starting to fucking get pretty hard out here.